Hello there, grumpy old fart here. This is a kind of an "I told you so" video. The Pentagon recently admitted to holding and testing wreckage from unidentified flying objects, and everybody kind of sort of suspected, and some people, really suspected. Some people knew, but for decades, the U.S. government and the U.S. military has demonized and ridiculed witnesses and abductees of these UFOs. Many people lost their jobs and their careers. Many have had their lives ruined. If you get a chance, check out my video, UFOs Evidently. I talk about it extensively in there. Over the last few years, there have been a lot of startling revelations from the U.S. Navy and from the Pentagon about their stance on UFOs. It has significantly changed. The Navy pilots off the carrier Nimitz got some really good photos and videos of UFOs that couldn't be disputed, and the Navy admitted they were genuine. The Pentagon announced that they have craft that was not constructed. They have wreckage of craft that was not constructed on this planet, on this Earth, as I think they said. Just here in the last month or so, we got some really, really startling stuff. There's a UFO author named Anthony Bragalia. He wrote to the U.S. Defense Intelligence Agency, the DIA, requesting details of all UFO material which it holds and the details of any tests carried out on that material. There's a wonderful program out there called FOIA, the FOIA, Freedom of Information Act. You can do a FOIA request for different things, and by law they have to give it to you, as long as it's not deemed national security. Anything that's, they have to tell you, because we pay for all that, all the testing and everything. We fund the government, therefore we own them. They don't own us. They work for us, as it were. So, pursuant to this request that this guy did, this author Anthony Bragalia, the DIA released 154 pages of test results. Some of the debris possessed extraordinary capabilities. I'm going to get to the specific thing here in a little bit. Testing carried out by carried out by Bigelow Aerospace in Las Vegas, Nevada, which is a contractor of the Defense Intelligence Agency. They're theorizing some of this material may have come from the 1947 Roswell crash. And the reason that they theorize this is the Roswell crash had what they called memory metal. They had this piece of metal, you couldn't dent it. It was you couldn't burn it, you couldn't cut it, whatever. But then they had this other stuff that was like tinfoil. And it had all this hieroglyphic writing and stuff on it. And you could take this metal, crumple it up in a ball, and lay it down, and it would form back out into a flat piece. It remembered its shape. And you couldn't cut this or burn it or anything. It was very, very tough. Okay. Testing of material like that is mentioned in these papers. This is a huge, huge admission. If you'll go back and look at my video, UFOs Evidently, I talk about possible lawsuits, because there's a lot of people out there who had their lives ruined because of saying, hey, I saw this in the sky. Military pilots have lost their flight status. A lot of military people lost their careers. This is a huge, huge revelation. The fact that they have this debris and they're testing it, and they're now admitting that they're testing it, they're also admitting that they lied for all those years. And I don't want that to overshadow the fact that they're admitting this stuff, but that's got to be a part of the conversation. As far as the actual material, I think that is freaking fantastic, because people have theorized for decades, for thousands of years, what are those points of light in the sky? For decades, they're theorizing, what's that thing in the sky that we can't identify? And for decades, people have been getting photos and videos of these things in the sky that nobody can identify. and they've been called all kinds of names for that, ridiculed, whatever. But like the old saying goes, I know what I saw. There you go, and here you go. They were right. I do a whole bunch of videos on alien activity, UFO abductions, UFO sightings, all kinds of different stuff. Go check that out. If it interests you, after you watch this video, go check out some of my other videos. I try to make them interesting and entertaining. My political stuff's kind of harsh, so I try to liven it up a little bit and make it a little more comedic, as it were, a little more fun. But if you get the opportunity, check them out. I hope you enjoy them. The fact that they've released all this information now says that disclosure may very well be on the horizon. And if that's the case, our world just got a whole freaking bit bigger. That's all I'm saying. Hope this finds everybody well. Watch the skies. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.